Hello, Queen. Hello, beautiful Queen. Sunny day today. Just want to tell you that I was very quiet for last week. Yeah, I was just dealing with sore throat. And I believe I will stop from my self-expression, sharing with my queens. We've been on a strong portal going from 3D to 5D, changing our reality. So I'm back sharing my truth. And today I want to talk about surrendering to feminine energy. Again, surrendering to feminine energy. What that really means is like we know that we are women. You know that you are a woman. You know that your power is feminine energy. We're born to use that feminine energy more than ever. Unfortunately, we have shadows, wounds from a childhood, which we are still dealing with, which does not allow us to embrace that feminine energy, embrace who we are as a woman. And what, because we refer to our feminine energy like a weakness. When I talk to some women, they say like, oh, so you want me to be housewife? Well, first of all, huge respect to housewives, yes, because this is like three jobs in one. You are manager, you are cook, you are cleaner, everything. 24/7, 24/7. And you're doing something where you most likely not even acknowledged for. So there should not be even called housewife. There should be called housewife profession or whichever way you want to call it. Feminine energy is our power to keeping the fire in the house, making house a home, and balanced masculine man, he knows about that. Unfortunately, we've been dealing with wounded masculine when we're dealing, and then we don't acknowledge ourselves. But hold on a minute. I believe that since childhood, we didn't acknowledge ourselves. So we went into that shadows, however you want to call it, which now is the time to come out, see the light. So what I'm talking about, acknowledging yourself. Acknowledge yourself for being housewife, for being a mother, for being a woman. Start from first, you are a woman. You are that beautiful, strong energy. And wait till the end, because at the end, I'm going to share example from my life, how I did not acknowledge myself and how I'm acknowledging now. So when we're not surrendering to our feminine energy, we suffer. Why is that? Because we are not acknowledged, we are not noticed. Our listening of ourselves is weakened, very weak, because you refer to yourself just a woman, or probably first wife and a mother, probably first mother then a wife. Completely wrong order. Remember, order is woman. Actually, now when we're coming into 5D dimension, it's goddess, the queen in your queendom, goddess in your world. your universe. Then you are a woman. Then you are a wife, yes, or a partner in that romantic relationship. Yes, it's very important. And then you are a mother. Very important. Now, we don't see ourselves as a woman. So we don't acknowledge ourselves as a woman. So we are resisting our own feminine energy. So again, we suffer because of that. How long you can work without being acknowledged? At work, when you have profession, you're acknowledged, you're getting salary on your account. It's a number, and we have certain listening about that number, give the value of our work. Here you work at home, you're doing food disappear, you're doing that and disappear. And I'm talking even to those women who's got profession, because many of you also cook, also clean, also managing the house. And then around 40, maximum 50, you feel so drained. Because how long you can give without being acknowledged? And I promise you, in many cases, even your husband, your partner doesn't acknowledge you. Because most likely, if you don't acknowledge yourself, you attracted partner who grew up in an environment where woman was not acknowledged. Now, why you don't acknowledge yourself? Because your mom was doing cooking, she was not acknowledged. She was doing cleaning, she was not acknowledged. She was going to work, okay, she got salary. Probably she even like more been at work because she got a salary, profession, name, status. At home, she was not even housewife. That was not even called, but she was doing the work of a housewife. Even if the house was still messy, she was still doing the housewife work, because probably she was not doing, the house would be not messy, the house would be not accessible, would be not a house, would be like pile of rubbish. Now, how powerful is your feminine energy? You see, even universe is like, something doesn't want me to share about that. That's so powerful. My favorite example, quite Western one, is where I went with my daughters to ice ring. Maybe I shared already, maybe I didn't. Whoever watched me, doesn't matter. This is a great example, because that's how we create our reality. I went to ice ring with my daughters. And before that time, before I went many times. But I used to go and I make myself wrong that I'm not going to skating with them. Okay, I put a lot of excuses not to do skating. I make myself wrong for that. And I make myself heavy, by the way. I was always in a talk. There was big arguments between my girls because there was one accusing another to be better than other, be in the back, they were talking to me from the ice ring, mommy, come, you promise this time, you always promises, it's with you all the time. And I was like, more and more and more and more, and I would be like, already tired, exhausted. But this time I decided I am not that anymore. I'm going there. I'm not gonna go to ice ring. I'm gonna stay and watch my daughters, because I deserve to have that coffee moment with myself when I'm enjoying how they're skating. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying every sip of that coffee because I earned that money. I'm taking them to the ice ring and I'm enjoying my daughters. So that was first step. Second, when I was in that state, enjoying myself, enjoying just be a woman, breathing and sitting, it really hit me. How are I stopping my older one to be as good as the younger one? They both the same. They both my daughters, they're very well skilled. The younger one was always like my brother, fast with everything. My brother is younger, 2 years younger. The different age gap between my daughters is 3 years. And I was like referring to the younger one, like to my brother, to the older one, like me, was always behind, always resigned, upset because my brother was better, because my brother was faster. Is that true? I don't know. I don't feel worse anymore than my brother. As I wrote article recently, I'm IT engineer of brain. He's IT for Google. I'm an IT engineer for of the brains. And at that moment, I got, oh my God. I put the cap on my older daughter, listening of her like myself. And in that moment, I'm giving this up. I'm giving this big BS up. Give up. And I'm watching her be faster and faster and faster every single circle. Magic happened because, and it was not the magic, it was just pure my creation, by the way, which is also magical. The older one, every single round, she was better, but like visibly better, very visibly better. And she first time came to me, Mommy, have you seen me? Have you seen me? Every time I've seen her, by the way, I enjoy her progress. I enjoy my listening, watching, and empowering in my thoughts my older daughter. And she was happy like never before. She was not arguing with her younger sister. She didn't say even like, oh, you are in front of me, left me behind, which was always the case in the past, which was not always, it was a case in the past. And you know what? That was the best ice skating we've done, when I was sitting and watching them, empowering them in my thinking. And I was not only thinking, it was just believing in them with every single cell of my body. That is the power of feminine energy. And what was required? Me surrender myself to my feminine power, my just being. Just, is that a just? Is that a just to create completely different future for my daughters where they don't compete anymore? Is it a just? It was purely victory over the past, victory as a woman, victory over my past when I was constantly comparing myself to my younger brother. And I was like, I don't have to do that anymore. My daughter are not doing that anymore, so I'm not doing. So I hope it helps. Surrender yourself to your feminine energy and do exercise. You have the power.